farmers, and welcome back to the Calm Farm. Calmly farming rice and vegetables. Wowee. Wonderful weekend of farmerly activity. Rubber, hello. Viewer, if you're tuning in live, skip to the present moment. If you're tuning in dead, hello. Good to see you, Rubber. How's Tricks? Happy Sunday. No, it would be Sunday. 1:30 a.m. Sunday, technically. Saturday night. No. 2:30, I was close. Good to see you, my bra. I forgot it's summertime. 6 p.m. The sun is long up. It is rice planting season. That's cool. They did not, Rubber. They went down. They went down. Not even. It's pretty weak showing from the old Roosters. Okay. Still fast asleep there, are you, Mr. Fast? Do I even wake him up? No. Let him rest. Lots of goat milk. Lots of happy goats. Alrighty then. What are we doing? Oh, yep. Launching straight in. Lower pickup, turn on baler. Okay, so there's still one left of grass here. So we're going to turn off baler. Huh. How do you eject that bale? Old bale, lower pickup. How the fuck do you... Can you even unload this thing? Baler off. Change bale size. Oh, that's interesting. That we can do that. not giving me anything to unload. Huh. Can it unload, or is it just for grass? What is it? The Kun SB 1290 ID. There's loose straw, grass, or hay in convenient bales. It's so odd. Let me just see that this actually stuff is hay, right? Confused. Easily confused over here. I'm gonna get you to come over and have a crack, Mr. Rubber. I've got Buckley's. It seems. Yeah, because there's just that little bit of grass in the back there that we want to turf out. I'm gonna get rid of and start picking up hay. If we can't do that, we might have to like figure something else out. Do. Fuck. Failing, if we can't do that, what's the alternative? Maybe we try and like load exactly 1,000 or 2,000 liters of grass into the thing and then eject the bales so that there's, I don't know, something like that. I'm confused about this. It was Yaz who picked up this ghost palette. She's done probably one of the most practical things anyone could have done on the farm this month. You think it's glitching? Okay. Alright, sick. Well, I mean, if it's working... Oh, that looks good from above. I like that. If it's working, mate, just crack on. Start spitting out bales, and I'll finish the loading here, and then I'll get over there and catch up with you. We're going to be getting that done. I'll get the loading done in the meantime, and then play catch up on the forklift. Then we have the rice harvest to do, so probably we won't get through this full month's work tonight unless we get an influx of farmers to join us, Rubber, which may well happen. I'd say with 4 farmers we could get tonight's work done, but that would be about the minimum crew we would need to achieve that, I'd say. If it's just me and you, but I'm perfectly happy to just crack on at our usual pace and get done what we can, and bloody that's that. We do have a bit of a big day, big month on our hands. Hay load, short grain planting, long grain planting. It's no small feat. That's exactly. One speed you can go at, mate. One speed. Don't anyone say the speed of your heart, because that's not the speed I'm talking about. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Rubber. Put the final touches on this little load here. And then I'll get over there and start doing my end of it. Get all the forklifting done over here, and we can just forget about it. We'll leave the delivering of that till, I mean, that's something we can leave till tomorrow if need be. Should have a quick look at the barn animals and the production facilities. First log's out, second should be on the way soon. The bale size thing is compelling. I wonder if we if we experiment with different bale sizes next season, perhaps. Bigger bales, smaller bales, I don't know. Alright. So that is that. Let's go start loading some of these balos. Where my bales at? There we go. I do wonder, should I have even done a second run with the windrower maybe this morning and just attempted to move all of those like combine some of those lines two into one. That might have been practical. Next season, even you know, yeah, that's an experiment for next season, I guess. Yeah, speed up your task on this one, because as I looked at it from overhead, it sort of dawned on me that it was a rather big task you were undertaking here. Yeah, a couple more logs. Nice, very nice. Oops. So I forget, no, it was 3 high. That was our limit. After 3 high, it becomes impossible. Okay. I'm going to push these guys in like that. Yeah. There you go. Easy. All right. Oh, yeah, that's very good. Now, I'm pretty sure that there are devices that automatically do this. It does seem silly to spend, you know, 50 grand on a device that loads your bales for you when you have the equipment already to do it. All you got to do is be extremely careful. Full stop. Ooh. Gosh, they're coming out almost faster than I can keep up at this point. This is fucking magic. Gonna need another trailer pretty soon. And you know, it might be like the technical equipment that we should use for this, but I think it actually suits our purpose better, you know. The fact that it fits perfectly in the cow barn, you know, it's 10,000 bucks a piece. We're going to use the trailers for other shit. Yeah, I'm cool with this. This is a good idea. Yeah. Next time we do this, I'll be doing a second run over the field, over the windrows, to try and consolidate 2 of these windrows into one. Yeah. That'd be the smart ticket. That would be the thinking man's windrow. But this year, Rubber will simply be left to pick up my slack. So thank you, Rubber, for your hard work and dedications. I think there's a wagon that automatically picks them up, Rubber. Yeah. Like you drive past and there's a little thing that goes and kind of files them away. But this approach will just have to do for the sake. For this season, you know, maybe in the maybe we find something in the second-hand market eventually. But you know, if there's one thing I've got dialed down, it's my ability to stack stuff neatly. So may as well put that skill set to use. All right, running in our first hay trailer here, Rubber. Looks like it'll be 2 hay trailers total. It's pretty cool. Park this one up over this side. There you go. Just leave that there. I'll quickly check on our grass trailer, see how that's doing. Alright, still sitting there. Being eyed off by a couple of our girls. Hello. She's come on over for a quick look at the trailer. Respect. Wait a second. Rubber. Pause everything. Get the hell over here. Get the hell over here. Yeah, bro. You see what I see. Damn, dude. They can hardly walk, they're so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my golly gosh. Right? Right? That is so fucking sweet. We've got 30 of them. 30 cow, 2-month-old cows. Holy shit. Yeah. We're gonna need way more grass, man. Thank God the meadow's keeping up for now. Nor did I, Rubber. This is a wonderful surprise. Yeah. They're just trying. Another year's time, I guess. They'll be producing milk. Oh, that's such wonderful news. Yeah. Trotter's reset. Oh my golly gosh. Let me in. Baby Zeus, where is she? Oh my gosh. Dude. She's perfect. That is so nice. Baby Zeus, everybody. Just like her mama. Yeah. Yeah. Good girl, Trot. That's really cool. I'm not watching the game, Fish. No. I'm playing Farm Sim. Wait, let me get a... Damn, dude. That's why I backed him, broski. That's why I backed him. I had a feeling. I took your word at it. That's why I backed him. Very cool. Far out. Up the was. It's a good look. 22-0. Yeah, nah, I'd have to go up the club to watch him, and I just can't be fucked. There'd be too many people up there. Big day. Big day in New Zealand. Big day on the farm. Oops. Who the fuck is that? Forest is looking pretty green and lovely as well. Must say, Rubber, I really like where we got the farm at right now. Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad that they would, you know, screw us like that, really. Oh, God. There's kind of a bale loader. The heck is that? That sort of gets them and I guess puts them in a pile or something. This is the one I was thinking of. You drive along and it stacks them vertically, or like does an automatic vertical stack for you. Kinda cool, maybe? Well, up the wires, Fish. That's great news. Screw the Broncos. I hate that team. And I always hope only the worst for them. Only the worst. You could say that Pierre did truly love the mademoiselle. Say la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. Wait, 36k? Oh, okay, yeah, I understand. So, I guess before we... Yeah, okay, I got it. I was a little confused there. So we need the money to lease rice devices, but we don't actually need to do that yet. That'll be something we do once we return the forest field. Once we return that and repurchase the barley field, we'll have an extra 100 grand in the bank. There we go. So Rubber, while you're doing that, rather than me waiting around for those bales to drop, I think I might just, it would be me being more useful if I just ran over and started bashing in this long grain. Which I know is typically a job that I foist upon you and Yaz. But I'll get in there and have a go. I'm not afraid of rolling up my sleeves from time to time. Say la vie, say the old fuss, it goes to show you never can tell. Rhythm and jazz. Go, yeah, enjoy, fish. We'll see you afterwards, alright? Up the wires. Yeah. Hopefully they can put him to the sword in front of that home crowd. That'd sure be a big fuck you. Sterlo, g'day mate. Welcome back. How's it going? Just bashing in a bit of long grain here, while Mr. Rubber works over in the hay fields. We're trying to get our winter hay situation sorted early. Let us get caught short last year and it wasn't the vibe that people wanted to see. I'm gonna, once I smash, I'll smash this in. Basically, I'm just doing this. This is typically a job that Yaz or Mr. Rubber handle. But I was actually being a bit useless before over at the hayfold. Let me go check in on. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's ditching some bales out there for me. So Mr. Rubber is bashing in this hay, getting it all baled up for us, basically so that we can store it over here at the cow fold. Bang. We're putting them in stacks of 9. Because I've got some grass over this side. Basically, we're trying to get the food stores together for the cows for winter. On a positive note, because we did have a month in winter where we were really short on food for the cows, but it didn't affect them because if you look here, you'll see little baby cows. Isn't that cute? The sweetest thing you've ever seen. So yeah. But that does mean we'll need more food. So we're trying to get our heads around that. Bought a bunch of new trailers. Just using the Fiat to load them up. People have been saying, oh, there's special loading devices. Yeah, but what are we, made of money? These things are like... How much was the loading device? I didn't even look. 90 grand. 90 grand. Are you fucking kidding me? For 90 grand, we can buy what? 9 of these trailers? So far we bought 2. And all it takes is a bit of fucking pain. me and Mr. Rubber to run around and bash these things in. Have you ever done much? What are you familiar? You're pretty familiar with baling, if I remember, Sterlo. You know a bit about dairy farming. What's your approach? Are we doing it all wrong? What's the shout? Oop. Sorry, Mr. Rubber, I'll let you go past. What are you up to, Sterlo? What's going on over there? Okay. So possibly we won't get 2 full trolley loads here. Although we might. We'll see. Either way, I don't know. I feel like we've timed this pretty good with the with the hay, or at least got the quantities sort of correct, maybe. Say la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. Huh? Fuck. The tempo of those rock records fell. Say la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. You could see that Pierre did truly love that mademoiselle. And when we came to Hootan Pante, well, they rang up on the wedding bell. Say la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. They bought a 2-bedroom apartment, was a Robux something sale. They filled up the coolerator, TV dinners and ginger ale. And when Pierre found work, that little money come and worked out well. Say la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. They bought a hi-fi phono and boy, did they make a blast. 700 little records, all rock, rhythm and jazz. And in the midnight hour, the tempo of those records fell. Say la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. La 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 la. La 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 la. They bought a beat up jitney, it was a cherry red 53. They drove it down to Hootan Panda to celebrate the anniversary, It was there where Pierre did truly wed the mademoiselle. Say la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. Beautiful song. Heartbreaking, really, you know? Because all the old folks are looking at them thinking, man, there's no way that's going to work, these two young idiots. But then it just works out. You never can tell. Say la vie. Oh yeah, no worries, Rubber. got a funny feeling. Oh, sick one. Do you want to come jump in the Deutsche? Or even if you want to swap the... yep, dump the remains of the hay. Dump the remains of the hay. And I'll... and maybe come jump in the rice device. I got the Deutzfahr pulling the bed now. Over here in the major field. And I'll go square away the remains of the hay. You read that book? Remains of the Day? Ah. Okay. Probably that's just a little glitch, Rubber. Because yeah, I can see there you've dumped it. Dumped it old school. No matter. I'll just plonk the rest of it on here. And I'll sort the rest of that. Yep, we own the whole rig. Except maybe the mower. But I think that's like, it's costing us maybe like $200 per day. Alright. So we've got 134,000 litres of hay. We've got 67,000 litres of grass stashed for the winter time. Now we probably do at some stage need to put in a second mow here. And just get another pallet worth of... We probably need to give a bunch of this pallet to the cows. Honestly, we need to really get them stocked up on hay. Because right now, their diet depends on a combination of hay and, of hay and grass, which they can get from their meadow. Okay. It'd be good to, I think, Rubber. This will be interesting. Let's see if we can just unstrap this here. And it'll all go. No, looks like we have to get them down one at a time. Which is fine. Which is totally fine. So that was 7,000 litres of hay we just gave them. Alright, well, we'll see how long that lasts. Might be that each day of winter we just have to remember to give them 1 or 2 bales of each friggin' thing. That'll be that. Alright. Empty out the milk. Getting a little tight on space down here at the old cow fold. That's all right. I am now going to go grab some rice devices. Get us ready for that little campaign. Oh yeah, I've also got to grab the tractor from over on the spare field. Okay. Yeah, I'll sort that out right now. Geez, that is some good mowing and baling that we've done there. Rubber, pleased with that. Yeah, because there's clearly... Yeah, it's weird. Okay, so organisation-wise, in terms of the animals, There he is. In terms of the animals, we're going to have all of the cows' food for winter baled up on the back of those trailers. It'll be 4 or 5 trailers worth. The goats and the cows during summer, that is something that we'll handle using the old school method of using the pickup, just because it's easier and we don't actually have to store that. Storage isn't the issue there. We just load up, dump off, fuck it off. That's it. We'll use the pickup and the belts. Rubber and Rob both have their head around that. I think Yaz has their head around how to do that. And yeah, it'll just be a matter of slowly introducing other players to the baling method. We've basically got rubber all across it. The baling, teating, grass gathering operation. How many hours work was that? 2-3 hours. We'll see if that's enough for the winter. I mean, it's nasty business, but I'm pretty sure we can buy hay and grass bales from the animal dealer. Or maybe just grass bales. Or maybe just hay bales. And Rob, I'm going to bring the Fent down in case you want her to do the seeding. I think it might be, I can't remember if it's a better vehicle for it or not. I'll just leave it by the things for you if you want to leave it up to you. Going to sell that and buy that. That corrects our money. Should be enough hay for the season, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. On YouTube, I think maybe if we're talking about like manure and fertilizer and stuff, sometimes it might flag you as obscenity. Forgot about the silage. The bale wrapper. Oh, nice one. You're onto the big field. Cool, cool, cool. Ah, Gonzo. Going very well. How about yourself? Happy Sunday. Fendt does have better pickup. It's a more urgent vehicle. We just finished the bale campaign, Gonzo. Been following that little saga. That's wrapped up because it's the bale. That's wrapped up. I'm doing a smart thing here. I must say I'm rather pleased with myself. Not only is the bale campaign, you know, I guess it's not a success yet. You can just see those bales there chilling, more bales over there. But in huge news for the cow fans, look at these wobbly little guys that just emerge from their, I guess, mother's wombs into the digital world of the farm. Some new guests, some baby cows. So more than ever, I think it's important that we bring these cows straw, keep them well baled. You know, there's a lot of effort to get these bales all fucking all clocked up there. The fuck. Don't like that glitchy animation, but whatever. I'll live with it. Ah, that's nice, Gonzo, yeah. Early morning, very early morning, but yeah, as long as it's a day off, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it seems like you're, well, it's pretty busy right now. Been noticing that. Busy time on the farm. A lot of busy farmers. so we got these 4 of these things fully loaded. Get them over here. Parked up. Very good. Turn on all the pumps. Yeah, the thinking behind the Hay Saga, Gonzo, is we got caught short during the speed run. The legendary speed run, much discussed. One of the big faults of the speed run was that we did run out of food for the cows at about halfway through. And it meant that not only do we have to pause the speed run and go find them food, but they went hungry. For probably about a month, they had not much food. So that's not good, not only because they stopped producing milk for that period of time, but I think if they're not producing milk, then they're honestly not happy. And that is hard for me to live with, for us to live with, over our head. Unhappy cows living on your farm, it's not really the vibe you're going for, so yep. As a way to deal with that, we have baled up something like 200,000 litres of grass and hay, compacted it tightly, put it on the back of those trailers, and just sat it there ready for next season. So that when we do a speed run, because what caught us out was normally the cows eat the grass that grows on the ground. They eat food from what they call the paddock, or there's a word for it. The place where the cows live has its own inbuilt grass. But when we speed ran into winter, obviously the meadow, thank you, Rubber. When we speed ran into winter, the meadow stopped growing and didn't provide them the nutrients which they needed, therefore they ran out of food. So that's my B. I didn't realize that happened. It's one of the very ruthless qualities of this video game that, you know, of course that happened. What did I think? Meadows just grew all winter? No. Doesn't work like that. So yeah. Next winter we will be ready. That's the bale. That's been the bale campaign. Could have turned into burgies and steak. Yeah, it's true. Meadow, yeah. You've surely got paddocks in America. Is Gonzo Aussie? I don't know. Anywho, it only probably took me and Mr. Rubber, it took us max, I reckon 3 hours it took us to do that. So, you know, we had Yaz's help yesterday. Add another body to that mix, and you know, you got a situation that's pretty easy to handle over there. Just matter of doing it early. You know, we've done our homework nice and early. It's nowhere near winter. It's not even the start of summer, and we've already took care of our winter problems. So, love that. Satisfying to do shit like that. that song about Colorado? Things to do in Denver when you're dead is one. Colorado Kool-Aid. Is that what they call, what beer is Colorado Kool-Aid? Coors. There we go. Coors Light, baby. El Colorado Kool-Aid. Ah, nice. I've been using how you doing. Oh yeah, just how's it going? How you going's pretty good. Ah, interesting. I haven't held a can of Coors in a long time. Regular old full fat beer. Yeah, yeah. Liquid breakfast. Oh yeah, it's the worst, rubber. It's the worst. Painful stuff. And you got to reset your whole thing. It's a pain. Nice. Gonzo, I thank God that I quit drinking altogether before hard seltzies hit the market. I would not have been able to resist, honestly. Would never have been able to quit. Uh, 2017, so November 2027 will be 10 years. No, I quit November 2017. So November 2027 will be the beginning of my 10th year. Halloween 2027 will be the beginning of my 10th year. Nice, nice. Thanks, Gonzo. Yeah, it's fucking shit, but at least I'm not gonna die. I have my life. I don't know. That's interesting. The bottom of the bowl here uses almost exactly 1 pallet of rice saplings. It's kind of cool. True, yeah, no. I really respect people who can moderate each other or moderate themselves. Personally, I just couldn't quite get my head around that. Or I couldn't at the time. Sometimes I think, maybe I could try it again, but honestly, it's probably better off not to. If I fuck it up, it's just be too heavy. Bongo bongo bong. Bongo bongo bong bong. Bong bong bong. That's hot, brother. That is red hot. What are you to do on a day like that? I mean, you're inland, right? That's cool that you can do that, Gonzo. At least know, like, oh, I can't have this in the house. That's smart. Bit of a Great Lakes fan here, actually. Been to Lake Michigan. Been to Lake... I've been to other lakes. I've been to a few of them. Damn, that's chill. That's how you keep it cool. Engage in some cool activities. Don't give me that shit. What? Never seen the ocean. They have some big waves, they do. I know that for a fact. I've body surfed in Chicago. Yeah, for real, Gonzo. That's how I did it, honestly. I didn't quit alcohol by like just gritting my teeth and dealing with it. I quit by smoking weed, taking shrooms, playing video games, you know, eating ice cream and lollies. Like totally treating myself in other ways. It's funny we're on the kind of opposite playthrough, Rubber, you and I. I reckon I was probably in my 20s before I was actually away from the ocean. Not true. We went on holidays, obviously, where I was in like inland places, but full send into the SIG quit. That's strong, Rubber. That's tough. The Great Lakes are like actually pretty fucking cool, just even as like a tourist attraction or a natural wonder. Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, that's how you do it, Bart Gonzo. You gotta, like, get yourself some ice cream, get yourself some cookies, all that good shit. Because, like, you frankly deserve it. I got that. I haven't smoked weed for a year. Everyone I speak to is like, damn, you look more like your dad. You're looking a little bit, you're carrying some good poundage there. People just don't give a fuck when you're a guy. They'll tell you to your face. Damn, you're looking a little bit heftos there. Roybo. Haha. 100k G, that's big boy territory, dude. That's big boy territory, baby. I love that. Alright, I'm just gonna run this guy the higher person while I go load up some fresh saplos. It's crazy how much like daily lifestyle stuff fully just is the story of weight loss or gain. Like last time I was gaining weight was when I was an alcoholic, and as soon as I stopped drinking, it was just like completely swelling goes down. 6'3", yeah, you can carry a little more. Fuck, alright. I love the idea of the three of us in a photograph and you two just like looming a foot over me on my shoulders. I'm not 5'3". I'm definitely not fucking 6'3", I tell ya. With and without the sacks? I'm 178 centimeters. Probably just under, I don't know what that is in feet, under 5, like 5'9" maybe? I haven't measured myself since I was in high school, so I might have grown a little. Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, well, minus a couple of centimeters. They got up, fish? They fucking did it? Respect to the boys, if yes. Oh, wow. That's nice, Gonzo. That sounds nice. It'd be nice to be super tall, I guess, but also, I guess you don't really get to have a much better life than I already have had. So whatever's going on with me, I can't really complain. Whoa, fish. And in Brisbane as well. That's so good. That must be so satisfying. That must be so satisfying. Fuck yeah. 5 in a row, Fish? Yeah. The Roosters were on 5 in a row and they got kind of worked last night. Sadly. Fuck, 6 in a row. A man can but dream. Man can scarcely dream of such things. Good time to be a Waz fan. So yeah, at my height, I don't really feel short in that many situations. When have I felt tall? I went to a Latin dance club in Los Angeles a couple of years ago now, and I remember looking around and looking over everyone's head and being like, oh shit, I'm taller than everyone here. I'll go get 'em, Fish. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of tall friends. I feel like really tall friends. For some reason, tall men are drawn to me as a friend. But yeah, their backs out. They're never good for much. Spine compression, yeah, spinal compression. Their knees are shot. Weird respiratory issues, always depressed. It's just like, fucking hell, fellas. Yeah, that's where you want to sit. Girls are never taller than you unless they're like really tall. Yeah. I don't know. I've always felt like I'm kind of in the sweet spot height-wise. Good at most sports. Don't carry any like lingering knee or back injuries. Health issues, negligible. Good blood pressure. I got a guy like that in my life, Rubber. He's got it going on, man. Yeah. I think most dudes would swap lives with him. Like, at face value, most people would be no thanks. I don't really want to be that short, but if you look at just like the qualities of his life, you'd be like, yeah, thanks. I'd take that any day. He also does have like a pretty big dick though. It's just the fellas here on the farm today. I would have said that regardless of who was on the farm. I dated a girl for quite a while, Gonzo, who stood like way over me. I look at photos of her now and she's plainly like a good 5-6 inches taller than me. Never wore heels or nothing like that. It's a great relationship. Super beautiful girl. She would have been well over. No, she would have been 6 foot tall. Yeah. I mean, I used to work moving furniture with one of those like little guy, like, I don't want to say anything inappropriate here, but like, not native Mexican, but like mountainous Mexican mountain dweller. I don't know, Central American, those super short Central American dudes. And fuck, he was the strongest cunt I've ever met in my life, ever. It's true, yeah, you do hear that, but I don't know. Indigenous. I don't even know if he was though. Like I knew he was Mexican. I never asked like if he was like what's the deal with like the short Mexican dudes and women that I see all around New York City, like, but I think that they're indigenous Central Americans. Or that's like part of their background. But he was super, super strong. Same vibe. Yeah, it's just the nature of the whatever, the experiment. It's a funny thing to be like, you sure about? Yeah, oh yeah. Man, these guys cannot get it together. Lol. Majority of the Mexicans that I have met and known in my life was very, like, stereotypically doing ag work in America, in Colorado. These guys were chill as fuck. And super good at soccer. It's funny when those like stereotypes are just like absolutely in front of your eyes happening. It's like, come on everyone. It is weird when your stereotypes are just coming true in front of you. It gives you a kind of like weird euphoria as well though. I got that with Americans generally. Like whenever an American was like a gun-toting nut, or like doing some American shit, like eating chicken waffles, I was just like, thank you, I like this. Rubber, how are you holding up for Fert and Seed? Let me know if you need me to do a run down there for you. It's the older Mexican fellas, like they can still move. In my experience playing park soccer against them. Oh yeah, okay. You just crack on there and I'll get some of this shit down to you. How am I going to do this? You're down in the major. Yep, I see you. Now I've not got a ton on, so we'll just see. This will probably top you up to some degree. I might have to back it up a little better. One sec. I think it actually works better on this side now I think of it. Nope. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go do another cheeky little seed run. We'll be right back. How much? 22%. Alright. Get kind of slow in this little sucker. Guess this thing doesn't weigh very much. Weighs less, I think, than a skid steer. Alright, it's good to know that you can kind of do this with it, I suppose. Third as well? Yep, okay. He's wearing it like a hat. Alright, happy with that. Mightn't drive all that quickly, but you know. Ooh. Damn, that's looking good. Rubbernecking. Yes, hauling ass, shipping steel. Yeah, mate. Whatever you need, get yourself a dose of that. Unreal. Okay. So let's see the fert. We do have other pallets of fert up there ready to go. Nice. man. I think I smashed it today, me and you, Mr. Rubber. Wonder if we can knock out the whole job. That would be fucking nuts. Feels like it. What are we? Probably. We're probably half hour, 45 minutes away from it. I'd say. Once one of us finishes our job and joins the other, it's truly over. I might need to get you another dose of FERT at some point. I guess just let me know when you're down to like 20% and I'll do a quick run. Oops. Looks less impressive doing these bottom fields, these top fields, sorry, but you know. There we go. Oh, nice one. Just saw that rubber. No worries, mate. Very chill Sunday Szechuan here. Nice, nice. Misty Sunday Sesh. Okay. So this should mean we've got next month off. And then June's the barley harvest. In the top fields, yep. We call both ends of the field are called the top. We call that the top 3. These the top 6, even though it is technically now the top 8. Although the bottom 2 of the top 8 are actually considered the bowls. The rice bowls, I've heard people refer to them as. Rob, planting season, brother. Well, there's quite a bit of new news, mate. I'll give you a I'll give you a quick rundown. Great to see you as well, mate. We're bashing in the short grain. We're bashing in the long grain. That's happening without any incident so far, though it is just me and Rob. We're doing good work though. Got those 4 done. Rob's got these 2 done. Starting in on the top one there. We got all of the bale. The bale campaign was a success. Got all that freshly shorn grass. And 2 pretty deep stacks of hay right there. Now the big news, new news that I want to show you is take a looky-loo at this. Look at all those babies. Look at all those babies. It just happened overnight. We came out on prop and we were like, yeah, let's go check out what's going on at the cow thing. Make sure they got enough food, blah, blah, blah. And at the corner of my eye, I saw a cow stumble. And I was like, wait a second, that's new. Look at these babies, dude. There's like 30 of them. Trot gave birth to a baby horse named Zeus. Also pitch, the color of tar. I think there's 30, yeah. 32-month-old cows. Fucking awesome, right? The farm's alive, Rob. Spring. Spring. As soon as spring ticked over, bang. It's worth noting. We haven't named any of them. We haven't named a single cow, which is really sad. We should probably have names for them all. But yeah, we've got these 2 big old stacks of hay ready to go. Big stack of grass here. That seems like about what we can expect to yield from the first month, the springtime haul of grass. Maybe there'd be a bit more in it later in the season or something. I don't know. Don't bloody know. No new pipes. But now that we've got the now we're sort of developing a picture of what to do with the cows and the animals over winter. I think it's good having all that hay stacked up over there and grass, because then we've got the cows' winter situation sorted. And it means that probably for the goats, we'll just need to have this thing full of hay and maybe the other thing full of grass. The other tipper thing, which I have lost somewhere, it's over here. This thing full of grass, we can pick, and then for the goats we'll just scratch. Well, actually the goats only eat grass, so maybe we just, yeah, this space here is going to be dedicated to grass. This is the goat fold, this is where we feed the goats. In my opinion. Grass alley, bingo. And then so we'll have the stockpile at one. We'll have the stockpile of grass and hay at the cow fold, which will be strictly for winter time. You know, just that's like the stockpile that we keep to feed them in winter, basically. And then rest of the year we run out of grass alley. I think that'll basically have them covered. The wet planting's a joy. I mean, if you care to come get amongst it, there's still a bit of it to be done. No pressure, of course. Yeah, rice planting season's always a hoot. Such a good time. Such a good looking situation. You can really feel yourself out there doing it. So planning wise, it's April. May is a month off, which means we can speed run it, but probably should just do a quick delivery campaign. May, June, we harvest the barley. It's a good little device, hey? Super, like, I mean, it's basically like a moped. It's like a retrofitted moped. Kind of cool. Yaz, jump on, girl. We got a little bit of action still to go. I was hoping we'd get a second hand out here. I want to hear all about it, Yaz. We've not been. I need like detailed updates about your life right now. I'm not getting shit. I need to know everything you're doing, but I'm curious. It looks like it. My job is still green on my little work app, so I guess I'm not technically rained off yet. Yaz, we got someone to show you as well, dude. Some pretty pretty fucking good news. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? What do you happen to think about that? What do you happen to think about that? Pretty cool, huh? 30 of them. Plus Trot. Trot is now Mama Trot. Trot is now Mama Trot. She gave birth to a horsey named Zeus. Boy, girl, I don't know. Yeah, they've got tiny fragile legs. There's no use hiding from that fact. We've got a foal. We've got 30 calves, we've got one foal. To say we are smashing it doesn't even come close. I'm excited because we also have 2 trailers of hay and friggin' hay and fucking grass. So we're smashing it on that front as well. Whenever you're on as well, yeah, it's got a bunch of rice devices just out here ready to go. We're getting pretty close to it with the rice planting. I think if it's me and you smashing it, we'll get it done at about the same time as Rubber. Hopefully we can beat him. Not beat him like a competition, because it's not, but oh god. Beat him like, you know, finish our task for him. Maybe we can run a couple quick deliveries, but looks like we're all going to be right on schedule to finish as one. And if you need to take a minute to go have a look at the foals, the calves, please do what you've got to do. That must be so satisfying, Yaz. Well done, and like, respect and bravo. Looking after your family is super difficult and important, I guess. So, you know, respect to you. And yeah, sounds like you've done a very, very cool and good thing. I'm sure it was very challenging though. Well-earned nap. Glad to have you back on our farm. We also managed to complete the bale campaign. wasn't little. It was. It's, you know the story. Whenever it's the first time we do anything, it's always kind of hard to figure out what's going on. But today, when we reapproached it with fresh eyes, me and Rubber just smashed it out. I do, Rob. I do. I hurl it forth into the abyss, into the void. It's true. There's no denying it. Into the void. Hello, Yaz. Nice seeing you here. Have you got enough? Yeah. Loaded. Wow, that's nice. Amazing, that's so sweet, Yaz. Yeah, pretty amazing. Yeah, I've come across that problem. I feel like I still ate the eggs though. I don't know if it was a good idea. Yum. Yeah. Geese are like true hellraisers, hey? They do not appreciate peace or quiet. Oh, Nightfish. Take it easy, brother. Up the wires. He's about to sleep the sleep of a New Zealander who's just watched the Wars defeat the Broncos. He's about to get some good rest. Night fish. I, however, will be sleeping the sleep of a hellman from shitland whose filthy rugby league team didn't do shit. Oh, Yaz has that covered. I'm going to duck up to the next one. We might actually be up to the boot, Yaz. No way, really? Perhaps? Mr. Adeleke, Mr. Adeleke, Mr. Rob Adeleke. We are about to fly across the finish line here. Hopefully we've got the pallets we need. We should. Oh, I'm going to have to do a quick pallet run, aren't I? That's fine. How are you holding over there, Rubber, for fertilizer? Reckon you'll make it? Or do you want me to go grab you another pallet? Rob, I reckon jump straight on a rice device and get down there in the boot with Yasmin. 39. Reckon you're gonna crack it? What do you think? I'll get a device down there for you. Rob? Rubber, I reckon... Let's just suck it and see. And yeah, Rob, I've got a device down there for you. I'm gonna go grab a couple more pallets of fucking rice saplings. Grab a quick 4-pack of them. So I grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 10. So for the top 8, we need 10. At the moment, it looks like 12 pallets should do it. Just for next time, for my memory. Bottom 2 of the top 3. Okay. Yep, you'll be good. You should be right. Yep. Yep, good idea. I mean, in the end, it doesn't matter if you're like left over with fert. Maybe I'll just go grab a pallet. Fuck it. Make sure we actually... Yeah, if you finish off with fert on, that's fine. It'll just get used next season. No problem. First things first, I'll get these guys some more pallets of saplings. So Rob and Yaz, I'll park these saplos up at the sort of entry point here. There'll be the things up there, making a big traffic jam. And Mr. Rubber, I'll be right back with you. I like the vehicle setup on this farm. Lots of smaller vehicles just means that, like, these little tasks are no problem. You've always got a spare ute, you've always got a spare dog truck, or if the dog trucks are gone, the utes are around, if the, you know, everything can cover for everything, and you can just duck out and do these little jobs. No problemo. It's good to finish them off. Get a dose of fert in there, very nice. Happy farming, Rubber, thank you. Short grain in the boot, Rubber, correct. You're right to ask, as previously we had it all long grain for a couple of years there, but I think we've got the right balance now. You know, as long as some sort of rice ends up in all of the fields, I think we're good as gold. Okay, we go finish off the top of the top 6, and then I'll come join you guys in the boot. So once you've got all this done, it looks like tomorrow will be a day off, but we are going to have a bit of a deliveries campaign to run. We're going to have a lot of red stuff to deliver, probably a double load of eggs. Rice flour will need to go. We're going to have probably a big sales load coming out of the dairy for the first time ever. We're going to have a ton of chocolate and goat's cheese to go. And I was looking at the prices the other day. They do, for some reason, sell at a higher price at the restaurant. So remind me before we do that sales to check the place with the higher price. The restaurant was offering $100 to $200 more than the market when I looked the other night. I don't know why I didn't bring it up at the time, but I just saw it, and I think we were rushing through something, and anyway, we might be doing runs to the restaurant. It'll be small runs in the utes, or we might be doing a bit of a pick and choose, you know, where we grab a couple of chocolates, chuck them on the back of a ute, fuck them off to the restaurant, grab a couple of goat's cheeses, chuck them on another ute, fuck them off somewhere else. So it'll be a bit of a, bit of a, you know, coordination nightmare tomorrow. But, you know, we're actually so good with the deliveries these days. Everyone in the current crew knows the score. So I think we'll be fine just to fly through that. If I get rained off, there's a chance that we will then go into the next month, which will be the month of June, and see if we can't pull in pull in a run of barley. If we've got the big crew on deck, if there's 4 of us available, I think that would be very, very doable. And you know, if we're pulling in barley, there'll be a discussion around straw. Probably we should do a straw baling campaign while we do the barley again. Although we do still have a lot of straw left over from last season. You know what, actually we probably actually can skip. We used like 6 bales of straw this season. Maybe next season, now we've got more cows, we run more straw through the fucking, but okay, yeah, maybe we skip the straw baling thing. That might be one for the year after. So it'll be a quicker barley harvest. We can maybe, if there's a lot of us available, we can maybe harvest and cultivate at the same time. That'd be handy. Now the urgency that I've been displaying in terms of getting through the months, the only reason for that is out of just a total hunger to see this this forest thrive and to see these baby animals just start sprouting. The longer and better we do there, you know, it's just gonna, I mean, it just means we get to open our Christmas prezzies a little earlier, basically. That's all it means. The sooner we get to the next winter, the sooner we fly through the, you know, obviously there's no way to do the rice planting, the rice harvest, the barley harvest. Those things can't be sped up. Those things we will just, you know, very happily take the usual amount of time that we take to do them. I have no problem with how long those things take. Heck, if I could plant rice digitally all night and all tomorrow and all the next day, I would continue this task indefinitely. Obviously, I think it's probably, you know, this exact task I'm doing right now is one that I've done for many hours, and I don't seem to get bored of it. So, you know, love that, but I am genuinely excited to see what this forest looks like, and if this sort of proof of concept works. There's nothing saying we can't go to the other side of the map, purchase other fields, and do the exact same thing. There's nothing saying that. We could go and plant a bunch of random saplings on the other side of the map and just forget about them and come back in however many years and see what's going on over there. Just saying. We could go over to the other janky rice fields, the rice fields on the other side of the map that are all weeded over and look like crap. We could just plant a bunch of trees there and leave. Yeah, exactly. We could reforest huge parts of the map. There's parts of the map that were destroyed by hurricanes. We could buy those parts, chop down the destroyed wood, plant in some new growth, and just sit back and watch the fucking beautiful greenery spread across the land. I think that we've got our proof of concept with that forest. It was a spontaneous idea with long-term implications, and if they work, you know, and if we get better at this speedrunning thing, who knows? Maybe we could get through, because it normally takes us about 2 weeks to get through 1 year. One in-game year. Yeah, yeah. And it would just be a matter of, you know, when we're doing something, next time we've got a spare hand, which is often, I'll take over someone's job and just send them out to plant trees willy-nilly. That's my little vision. Huh. Whatever's happened here, I don't know. We'll have to ask Mr. Fish about that little patch. I don't know what happened there. Someone ran a device over it. They shouldn't. I don't mind. I don't care. Yeah. There wasn't anyone here. I think it happened during the... Okay. Oh, nice one, Rubber. I think me and Yaz and Rob are almost done as well. Very nearly. Just filling in the little scraps here. You did, Rubber. I thought we were going to beat you and be able to get you doing other stuff, but no matter. Yaz is smashing it here. Just do a quick run over, see if there's any sneaky snakes. Doesn't look like it. Looking pretty good to me. Generating a pretty nice little traf jam up there. That's cool. Okay. If we're done with that, Rob and Yaz, when it's finished to your satisfaction out there, let me know. I'll return all those vehicles. Looks like there's some produce there. this little thing's out of bloody weight. That's a weird one. Alright, so we do have a bit of oat left in this thing. We've got about 4,000 litres. We do have to remember to feed that to the horses. I also have to remember to come up and empty those pallets of oat we got up there. I think in the barley thing we've got 29,000 litres of barley up there already. So this barley harvest tomorrow will most likely be one that goes predominantly to the canning factory. 14k bale wrap. Ooh, we've also got the gear to wrap bale, don't we? Okay, well, I gotta log off for the night, but I reckon I'll pause the timescale. I think that's the first thing we get into tomorrow when I'm done at work. Yaz, you got a bit of time on your hands. We come out, we smash the bale wrap. We smash through the remaining deliveries out here. We jump into the next month. Trenches in the rice fields. Might be a visual glitch on your end. Or they could be where I drove over it. I was running back and forth, dropping crud up to the man up top, up to Mr. Rubber. Yeah, it's looking damn good. Pretty effective little sesh, really. Get that baling done, get the numbers together for a sharp hit out at the, oh wow, at the in the rice fields. Guys, I'm gonna maybe hold the evening meeting over at field 4, the tree fold. Summertime, I haven't had a look at it yet, but I think some of those cherry trees are coming in pink. They fucking are. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Ooh-wee. Look at this little wonderland we're growing back here. Look at these guys. Japanese Zelkova's starting to look pretty big. The cherry trees are just coming in. What are these? Aren't cherry trees, what are they? Just the cherry trees. Coming in so nice. The apple trees. So they're the Betula Amanis. The apple trees have this white base. Goodness knows what they'll look like in the end. Yeah, super nice. Super, super nice. Gonna be some hang zone once we get over here. Oh yeah, that might be something that was like sprayed on. It's gonna be like a friggin' wonderland over here, isn't it? Man. So maybe at the end of summer we do another round of planting out here, we pick which of these trees is our, you know, teacher's pet or whatever, and we just plant like 20 or 30 very spaced out in the big field. Just so that there's like some trees growing there. We plant them kind of far enough apart that it's just a sparse smattering of trees, which we can then, it'll make the harvest, it'll make the grass harvest more difficult, but much more pleasant, I imagine. And it'll mean that we can just easily weave around them if need be. Rubber also suggested a windbreak, which I love. I reckon that's a great idea. We plant just a row of trees straight across here between the train tracks and the field. Yeah. And maybe a row of trees down there. Yeah. That's my thinking. God, that looks good. When these trees fully like start getting some height on them, yeah, keep them goannas out of there. It's somehow looking better, Rob. You said it. It's majestic. I can't believe it. I'm so friggin' happy with it. And yeah, I reckon we do knock a couple of these down, Rubber. You know, we do a round of chopping where we cut through some paths, make some selective decisions, you know, based on our own, you know, visual prejudices or whatever the phrase is. And then plant in a whole new round of stuff. Just pick our favourite trees and say, you're up. The grind was worth it to see the growth. That is just everything that this farm's about. That's the mindset that we got right now. Grind, growth, and just all of it bound together by, you know, a beautiful ecosystem of friendship that we got. It's really, really nice. Really, really nice. With that, guys, I'm going to jump offline and go drink myself a can of Sprite and see what my mum's cooking for dinner and bloody make some phone calls and just look myself in the mirror before next week begins. Who knows what it'll bring. I'm certainly very excited for summertime on the farm, so kind of hoping I get rained off and can just continue this little enforced holiday I've had with you all. Rubber, thank you for today. Huge effort out there in the field, pulling in those bales. You know, we've got baby cows to feed now, so that's our motivation. And thanks for also just jumping on the rice planter and doing that whole job. I think I did 5 or 6 rows on that thing and then you put it to rest. Yaz and Rob, your company always delights me, invigorates me. We don't finish that task, you know, without you coming in there as backup. So thank you for jumping on. Rubber, you know, beat us anyway, but without you guys there, I would have been miles behind the 8 ball. So thank you kindly. Looking after the other animals, thanks to Rubber. You're right. I think once we get this forest planted in, we need to figure out a way to get the horses cared for in like a daily way. Because I'm figuring out the practical side of it, but we do need to spend time with them as well. We'll get our heads around it. Same as everything on this farm, you know, we just keep figuring it out and bloody cracking on to the next thing. So we can certainly do that with a beautiful group of horses. Happy birthday to Zeus. Happy birthday to all the cows that were born. May they long live and prosper. Anyway, you guys, thanks again. Stay safe out there. Stay positive about the future. and keep your boots strapped tight and your eyes on the horizon. I'll see you all next time. Oh, and good night to Gonzo and all the Gonzo and Fish and all the dead viewers that I've been seeing in the bloody. Yeah. All right. Love you guys. Night, everybody.